Watch me shake this Korean lunchbox.
I'm sweating. We're gonna use a spoon. We're gonna get a professional. Oh my god! Oh!
You're making me nervous.
Wow.
Today I'm making dosirak. My mom was the middle child of 5 and she was responsible for packing their lunch every day. Back then, Spam was pretty new to Korea and only rich people could afford it, so my mom usually made their lunches with stir-fried fish cakes. If it was a special occasion or if my mom could afford it, she would surprise her siblings with omurice or Spam because that was considered a real treat back then. She had to prepare 5 lunches, so normally she would just stir-fry some fish cakes, fry up some eggs, and then use whatever banchan that they always have in their fridge, like anchovies, bean sprouts, spinach, and kimchi. My mom tried to switch it up as much as possible, but this was the most tasty and affordable lunch that she could prepare for her siblings. When I moved to the States, she packed me a similar lunch for my first day at school, and that was a really traumatic experience. Kids are cruel, and I'll never forget the look on my mom's face when I asked her not to pack me this lunch again. I know I'm not the only one who hurt my mom this way.
A dosirak. This is an old school Korean lunchbox back when school cafeterias weren't a thing and you just ate what your mama gave you. Even though my mom was a working parent, she always packed me lunch. I would sometimes bring them home untouched because I wanted to buy my lunch just like everyone else. She eventually gave up and started giving me lunch money instead. I take those times for granted because my mom is such an amazing cook and all these recipes that I make are inspired by her. This is bibimbap, which was a normal lunch my mom would pack me because it was so easy to throw together into a bowl, but today we're going to use
Today I'm making the dosirak, aka the lunchbox featured in Squid Game. It's filled with rice, 콩자반 or sweet and salty black soybeans, 멸치볶음 or stir-fried anchovies, kimchi, and an egg. Squid Game not only features classic Korean foods like this dosirak, but it also ruthlessly critiques the casual cruelty of capitalism, and this critique is just as tasty. Just a warning, there are some spoilers ahead. The rules of Squid Game are analogous to exploitation in our society, where people at the top pit workers against each other to get richer in the process, and just watch this cruelty like actual theater. The fact that the players chose to return to the horror of the Squid Game shows how hunger and poverty are just as violent as the brutality of the game. Even though the players are constantly told that the game is fair, that they just need to work harder and smarter as individuals, the game is rigged and intentionally designed to encourage a zero-sum mentality where working-class people are incentivized not to work together to fight the game's perverse rules, but rather to destroy each other's lives for money. Squid Game's popularity highlights how the oppression and violence caused by capitalism is a global phenomenon to which many can relate.
close your eyes for me? Inner corners. I'm going to take this angled brush, going to use that to draw in your eyeliner. So I'm just going to do a little wing here, a tiny little wing, a tiny little wing, flick, flick. Then taking a mascara, I'm just going to, just very light coverage. Just going to comb through with a little bit of brow gel. So just through the brows very lightly. I just want to give them a little bit more definition, but nothing too intense. I have this really ethereal highlighter called Diamond Fire.